Hello and welcome to GOA365 News Now. I am Subhashish and these are the headlines. Debate over law and order erupts after nearly 30 individuals allegedly storm a house, remove belongings and seize property without legal process in Anjuna. Sinari family demands justice. Commuters struggle as ferry services remain inadequate due to Mandovi bridge closure. Congress leaders submit a memorandum to increase ferry operations between Betim and Panjim. And now for the news in detail. Has law and order in the state deteriorated to the point where brute force and intimidation have become the means to settle disputes? The Sinari family certainly seems to think so. A shocking case has emerged where nearly 30 individuals allegedly stormed a house, emptied its belongings into 3 trucks and took possession of the property without any legal process. The incident has now triggered a heated debate on justice and security in the state. Here's more from the complainants.
Initially that we have an agreement, albeit by email, we have an agreement with Michael Peters, the owner of the house. I have an email here confirming that agreement as late as September last year, September 2024, outlining the agreement, which was, again I have it here, you can come and take a look at it. It was that we would take care of the property, as in fix everything that was broken. The house was in a completely dilapidated state, so we spent a lot of money fixing the property. We would send him a down payment of 50,000 rupees every month to be taken off the end amount of the agreed sale. And he would give us possession of the property, obviously, to fix the house and then to live in it. I have, again, not only the email, but I have the authenticating hash value and the certification from a computer technician proving that that email is correct and true and original. Now, again, besides this, the point here is what has happened to our family in daylight, broad daylight, is dacoity. These, again, I don't want to go over and over the same thing, but it's obvious that 30 armed, at least, gang members came in broad daylight, forced their way into our home and removed everything we own. And while I want to thank the police for issuing the FIR so speedily and for handing over the issue to Crime Branch, and also, of course, I want to thank the court for refusing anticipatory bail of Janet and Karate, because these people are dangerous. And not only have they broken into our home and they've taken everything and threatened us, but now they're walking the streets.
See, whenever there is a contention regarding a property, that means the same property is being claimed by 2 people for different reasons. There is legislature, there is executive, and there is judiciary to solve it. We are having a judiciary where any person is free to approach the court. So instead of indulging or involving themselves in this mafia activity, they should have gone to the court and brought an eviction order asking these people to be removed from the house. Why didn't happen, and why this mafia activity happened? Bringing 3 truckloads of goods out of their house and taking it away, it's sheer dacoity. And how come dacoity happen in a state where law and order is being enforced by the police department? That's my question.
The owner of the house, meanwhile, via a video from the UK, stated that he wants the Sinari family out. However, many are questioning how foreign nationals, with the help of locals, are doing in what is essentially a type of dacoity.
Hello, my name is Michael Peters. I'm 76 years old and I'm sick with stage 4 prostate cancer. I'm on palliative care. I own a property, house number 778, St Michael Wadu, Anjuna. I trusted a woman named Bonnie Sinari who approached me to buy my house. I need to sell it to pay for my cancer treatment. She asked me for 3 months' time to make the payment, and I allowed her access to my house. Sadly, after gaining entry, she stopped answering my phone calls and emails. I have since given my power of attorney to Mr. Jardan Karate, who I have known a long time. He's like a son to me, and I've made him my legal heir. Even he has been unable to get a response from Bonnie Sinari. I am currently having hospital treatment here in the UK and unable to travel to India. Bonnie Sinari is taking advantage of my situation, neither buying my house or leaving it. I want her to leave. This situation is very stressful for me. I need to sell my house. I desperately need treatment in the US to cure my cancer. I humbly request your urgent intervention to evict Bonnie Sinari and her husband, Rajesh Sinari. They must be held accountable for this injustice.
While the affected family, supported by activists, continues to demand justice, the silence of the state police has raised serious concerns. The department, already under scrutiny for alleged bias, inefficiency and inaction, has yet to make a strong statement on the matter. The larger question now looms. If people can be forcibly evicted from their homes without following due legal procedures, what hope does the common citizen have for safety and justice?
ऑर्डर बाब आतां तुमी हिंगा हे प्रेस आतां तुमचे कालांगुट्टान हो कोस्टल बेल्ट फ्रॉम कांदोलीम टू इवन मोर्जे लगून म्हणूंक जाता आतां कोर्ट हा इशू म्हणटा ते अंजुना तुमचे सायडीक हे व्हडले इशू जायत आहा कित्याक बाउन्सर हाडपाचे कितेंय जालें जाल्यार बाउन्सर तुका आतां हेजेर कितें दिसता लॉ एंड एनफोर्समेंट फेल जाल्लो आसा
अरे बाबा लॉ एंड एनफोर्समेंट फेल जावंक ना तो नाच जाला देर इज नो लॉ and there is absolutely no enforcement. So it's not a question whether they are weak, it does not exist. Existing पै कितें आहा ते पूजा शर्मा केस तुमी पळयली कोण येता दिल्लीचो मिनिस्टर म्हणटा येत आमचे दुकोर आहा ते दे आर बाविंग बिफोर देम दे कमिंग इन डे लायट नाव रातचे येना मोडले तुजें घर मार घाललें तुका भायर काडलो पुलिसीन कंप्लेन करून गेले ते पुलिसी कंप्लेन सारकी घेयना सो दिस इज टोटली जंगल राज which the CM doesn't seem to understand. ही स्कॅमां केली सरकाराची ती पुरर तुम्ही at least make sure that the general public there is some law and order for the general public.
Vincent Rosario, Subhashish Govekar and Vaishnavi Salgaonkar for GOA365.
The ongoing closure of the old Mandovi bridge has caused major inconvenience to daily commuters. And now, the Congress party has stepped in demanding an urgent solution. A delegation from the North Goa District Congress Committee visited the River Navigation Department and submitted a memorandum urging the authorities to increase ferry services between Betim and Panjim. Here's more on the story.
With the closure of the old Mandovi bridge, thousands of commuters have been facing difficulties travelling between Betim and Panjim. To address this crisis, the North Goa District Congress Committee has submitted a formal memorandum to the River Navigation Department urging an increase in ferry services to ease the daily struggles of the public.
आज सगळे वांगडी हांगा आयले एकूच सांगपाक बिरेनान आनी विवेकान ऑलरेडी सांगला पण आमी तेंचे कडेन रिक्वेस्ट केला आनी तेंकाय सांगला तुमी सरकारा कडेन रिक्वेस्ट करनाका डिमांड करा तो म्हणपा लागलो आमी रिक्वेस्ट करता नोट पुट करता आनी मागीर पळयता सरकारान दिले आमी म्हणले सरकारा कडेन पयशे आहा प्रायवेट जेटान भोंवपा पयशे आहा सगळ्यांक घेवन प्रायवेट जेटान भोंवता कोट्यांनी रुपये खर्च करता ते मोडपा पयशे हांगा एक फेरीबोट घेवपा तेंचे कडेन पयशे ना आनी आमी हांगा येवन पळयतकीर एक दोन फेरीबोटी पडले हांगा ते दुर्दशा आमी जी पयली आमी म्हणटा आनी मागीर ते म्हणपा लागले की आमी अमके कडल्या काडून हांगा घालता म्हणून आनी तुमी हांगच्यान काडून थंय घालपाक शकना यू कांट डिप्रायव समबडी एल्स टू फील समबडी एल्स माउथ दॅट इज नॉट रायट तेही आमचे गोंयकारच न्ही भाव हांगा नाल्यार आमकां थंय वचचें पडटलें थंय डिमांड करता म्हणून सो आमी ताका सांगला तुमी बेगीच्या बेगीन नोट पुटअप करून सरकारा कडेन डिमांड करा आनी एक फेरीबोट घाला
हे पळय फेरीबोटीचेर धक्कामुक्की चालू आहा कित्याक एकूच फेरी आहा थिंगासर आनी शेकड्यांनी लोक भितर सरोंक सोदता कित्याक तांकां बेगीन पावूंक जाय आनी जरी तर कितें इन्सिडंट घडलो आनी कोणाचो जीव तर गेलो जाल्यार तुमी समजून घ्या की सिनियर सुपरिटेंडंट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल द रिवर नॅव्हिगेशन डिपार्टमेंट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल द मिनिस्टर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल एंड दिस गव्हर्मेंट इज गोइंग टू बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एनी इन्सिडंट एंड लॉस ऑफ लायफ that is going to take place because of this utter nonsense and failure on the department.
सॅटर्डे आमी हे ब्लॉक गेलो रस्तो कळ्ळो न्हू ब्रीज तेन्नाचे आमी हांगा मागणी करता की हांगा आनी 3 फेरीबोट कालच्यान 2च फेरीबोट घातल्यात आमी तेन्ना लोकांचे आमचे कडेन खूब जाण कॉल येयले आमच्या वाठारांच्यान तेन्ना लोकांनी म्हणलें की हांगा आयज हाल जाता सकाळी तर झगडी जाली ते मोटो दाखयल्या का विवेक डिसिल्वा आसताले त्या आमी येयले तेंच्या आतां एश्युरन्स दिला हे एश्युरन्स पयलीं घालपाक नोट पयलीं करून घातलो आयज आमचो सरकारचो आमचो MP CM BM वचपाक प्रायवेट जेटान वयता ते दिसली फेरी रोड घालपाक जाता कितें हे टॅक्स पेयरांच्या पयशांतून वयता त्याचे आमी सांगता की बेगांच्या बेगान फेरीबोटीची मागणी करता.
Senior Superintendent of the River Navigation Department has agreed to the demands and assured that a third ferry would be deployed at the Betim jetty.
दोन फेरीबोट कंटिन्युअस आहे सकाळी 6च्या जे आम्ही आयच्यानच चालू करतोय. एक्चुअली दोन फेरीबोट आसात ते पण त्यांनी जो ब्रिज बंद केला ताका लागून त्यांच्यानी डिमांड आसा की तिसरी फेरीबोट चालू करची त्यांचा डिमांड. आज सकाळी एकच फेरीबोट दुसरी फेरीबोट आता 11 चालू जातात. नॉर्मली आम्ही ती दुसरी फेरीबोट 11 ते 4 चलता पण आता ती दुसरी फेरीबोट आम्ही सकाळी 6च्यानच चालू करतो. आमच्याकडे एक तर स्पेअर असं झाले पळयतले नाजाल्यार सगळी फेरीबोट जी रायबंदरां चलतात ती आमी इमिजिएटली आता रिपोर्ट केल्या ऑलरेडी केल्या आणि मागीर ताका एडजस्टमेंट आमी करतले बाय इव्हिनिंग थंय दुसरी धाडपाची अरेंजमेंट. एक्चुअली आनी फेरीबोटी आसा तुमचे कडेन ना सांगल्या फेरीबोट.
सो तांचें म्हणणें आशिल्लें की सकाळची खूपच गर्दी जाता आनी जे 2 फेरीबोटी तुमी आतां म्हणटा पळय 11 सुमार चालू करतले 2 फेरीबोटी घातल्या उपरांत म्हणजे तुमी म्हणटात फ्लो कमी जातलो लोकांना.
हो फ्लो आता बेसिकली वाडला जो ब्रिज बंद केला ताका लागून. आता हे काल पयच्यानच चालू जाला. आता हो नो 2 फेरीबोटी आमकां दिसता की 2 फेरीबोटीचे सकाळच्या आदेश आनी सांजचो जो आदेश आसा तितून तो कंट्रोल 2 फेरीबोटी जावचो ना अशें आमकां दिसता जो पर्यंत एटलीस्ट ब्रिज ताका लागून आमी गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन परमिशन घेता की थंय 3 फेरीबोटी कशे तरी एडजस्ट करून जो पर्यंत ब्रिज बंद आसा तो पर्यंत 3 फेरीबोटी चलोवपाचें आमी एक अप्रुवल घेता आनी चालू करता.
As citizens continue to face daily travel woes, all eyes are now on the River Navigation Department and the government to see if their demands will be met. Will the authorities step up to provide relief, or will commuters have to struggle further? That remains to be seen. Nitiksha Gaukar, Subhashish Govekar and Muzaif Sheikh for Goa 365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. And lastly, for the weather, it's been a hot and dry day across Goa with temperatures soaring to 36 degrees Celsius in Panjim, about 4 degrees above normal for this time of the year. According to the IMD, dry conditions are expected to persist throughout the week.
The forecast for the next 7 days indicates no major changes, with maximum temperatures hovering around 34 to 35 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures staying steady at 22 to 23 degrees Celsius. However, residents may experience shallow to moderate fog in the early mornings. For farmers and fishermen, the outlook remains favorable as no major warnings have been issued. However, authorities advise caution in coastal areas, especially in case of sudden changes in sea conditions. As the heat persists, experts recommend staying hydrated, avoiding prolonged sun exposure, and taking necessary precautions, especially for vulnerable groups such as children and the elderly. Maximum temperature reaches 36 degrees Celsius in Panaji. Dry conditions persist across the state, no major changes expected in the coming days. Shallow to moderate fog likely in the mornings. Maximum and minimum temperature on Wednesday 35 degrees Celsius and 23 degrees Celsius. Bureau Report, Goa 365 with inputs from IMD.
And with that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. You can also follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Goa365 TV. Until next time, take care, stay safe and keep watching Goa 365.